G'day guys, RisingFunGaming here and welcome to another video. This time around we're doing the low rank Royal Ludroth and we're out in Misty Peaks. With me is the HBG and we're using it in Guild style, which is your legacy style. The controls for it are going to reflect the way you are used to them from Monster Hunter 4U. Before we go in, we're going to have a Might Seed and we'll also have a Hunter Art drink whilst we're at it. Speaking of Hunter Arts, we can load two. I've got a Big Boom and Gunpowder Infusion here at the moment. Currently using the Gypsaros level 1 HBG, and it's got one internally loaded shot, which is denoted by this blue background. And I'm not going to tell you what it does until I shoot it, but it's very cool because it's super characteristic of what Gypsaros does. So let's see it here. Woof. So that's an example of shooting past the monster with it, which is what you don't want to do. It's got that range there. But watch this. I did that on purpose, believe it or not. I'm not making excuses. Because you can shoot it into the ground to shorten the distance. So if I do that, I've got him. So isn't that awesome? Next we're going to go into level 2 pellet because this gun can crouch fire it. And it can crouch fire it rather fast. One of the most fun things to do against a big yellow sponged Ludroth is to siege mode these pellet shots at it. It's just so cathartic. So much fun. And with all that damage, we've already... Yep, both Hunter Arts are available. These gauges charge rather fast when you're doing some fast siege mode. We'll put in firstly our infused gunpowder, and in short that's going to get us more attack on the bullets we use. With that gunpowder infusion you'll see a number underneath the magazine there, which is 10 at the moment. At level 1 of this skill it will infuse 10 of the next bullets that you shoot, whereas up to level 3 I think it's going to do 22 per usage of the Hunter Art. And I said before we've got Big Boom, so we might want to go ahead and try and use it. We'll utilise a trap in order to do that. Good old Royal Ludroth. He was introduced first in 3rd generation, along with his little Ludroth buddies there. And he skipped 4th generation, didn't he? But we now see him back in Monster Hunter Cross, or Monster Hunter Generations. And it's good to have him back. He's a Leviathan type. And he's got this really distinct little yellow frill around his neck there. It's got a 2-stage break to it. I'm not hopeful that we'll get it in the low rank fight, but we should get it in the high rank fight. But yeah, he's pretty fun. Look out for his water blight inducing water balls for sure. Oh, just so close, but so far. Tempted to go siege mode again. We do have a shield put onto this, so we might be not too bad. It's a little bit scary fighting Leviathans such as Ludroth because he'll be right on top of you, and if you're stuck in the place with the crouching fire, if you don't have a shield, you're pretty much guaranteed to be in a lot of strife. It's just a shame I was in the middle of an animation there, otherwise I probably would have blocked that automatically. We've got our infused gunpowder back, so we'll put that in. Woof. And we'll go some more of this pellet, hopefully take out the small Ludroth. Yeah. So again, to utilise this shield we're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined and stop pressing buttons. More gunpowder, more supernova coming at you. I think you'd be pretty close to moving areas soon though, so I might save that for when he does that. Good stuff. We'll let this block. When you block it when you're in the crouching mode, he's going to knock you straight out of it, as seen right there. Oh, good try, mate. We'll go straight into crouching, and we'll probably be able to get a few shots off you on you before you leave. It's sad we've only got 12 of these level 2 pellets left. So much fun to use. So much fun to use. He's going to the next area. He's probably going to get a drink. We'll follow him and see what he does. I always like watching the monsters, and they do various things. So he's kind of washing himself down. There's a little pond over there with fish in it, and Tama Mitsune eats there when it's coming to this area and it's exhausted. It's really fun. But this is what Ludroth does, or Royal Ludroth rather, does to get his perk back. Alright. Goodbye level 2 pellet. It was nice having you. Now I need to get out of this nonsense. And get this pitfall down rather. Get him in it would be lovely. If I can get 2 for 1 with the supernova, I'd be very impressed with myself. Okay, in he goes. Alright, the little Ludroth came straight for me. Thankfully he can't knock me out of that animation, it seems. Pretty good deal. Alright, good old Ludroth. He's not very fond of the fire, so we'll hit up with a little bit of that. And getting him limping already. Fantastic. We also had the option of sieging poison at the start of the match. It being the Gypsyros gun, it can siege level 1 poison, which is really awesome. But I thought I'd give him a break because I knew we were going to wreck him pretty fast with the level 2 pellet. What I will do now, some people might not know this, there's such thing as trank bullets. So it's not only trank bombs that you can use to cap monsters, you can also use these trank bullets. Now he's trying to pathfind his way around that trap, I think. A good rule of thumb is to go in and pre-trank him with 1 shot in anticipation for when he gets in the trap, and then quickly get that 2nd shot in. So we've done it. That's going to be the low rank Ludroth with guild style HBG. A hell of a lot of fun. Love the Gypsyros model of this weapon. Alright guys, we're now going to see you next in the high rank fight. We're back at the Misty Peaks once again, and we're doing the high rank Royal Ludroth. With us we've got Longsword, and we're using it in aerial style this time around. It's quite atmospheric, this part. All the leaves through the sky, it's great. And just where this guy is starting, I really don't know. So let's go on a bit of an adventure. Probably should be right up north here. This should be his spot. Yep. As suspected. We'll just chow down on a well done steak so we can get 150. Very important for aerial. He's doing lots of jumping. Alright. Eat my wind eater. Chosen this sword because it's got fire element, which is going to work very nicely against this fella. Not only him, but his little subordinates too. But yeah, aerial style longsword. Is it my favourite longsword style? No. Is it a good style? Yeah. I think it's quite good. Is it fun? It's quite fun. So let's explain how it works. So upon jumping off the monster, if I press X, we get that 1-2 slash. You only need to press the X button once to get the double hit. If I go to do the A button instead, nothing happens. As suspected, I thought that was the case. Let's just try it one more time to confirm. Yep, absolutely nothing will happen. Now if I press X and A, does something happen? Nope. So it's just the X button, whilst you've got the non-coloured spirit gauge. I have to remind myself whether that changes with a coloured gauge. We'll go ahead and see, because one thing definitely does, and we'll explain that in a sec. Now once we've got this flashing here, I believe if I start doing a triple R combo off the jump, we'll be able to get a combo which will finish into, yep, it'll finish into our spirit gauge slash. As it's aerial style, we're going to lose a ground combo, and the ground combo that we lose is kind of the final R button slash to get your spirit gauge up. So you're fully reliant on chaining out of an aerial combo to get it. What's really cool is once you've got to white gauge here, you only are required to press R twice to get into that spirit gauge. final slash, the spirit gauge slash. So let me just try and exhibit that here. R and R, that's how you do it. It's worth wasting a little bit of gauge there to show off how it works. So it's relatively easy, and it can be quite fast in achieving yellow and red once you've got your white. Alright, we've got our ride here. I'm going to try to get his tail this time around, why not? Try to get some tail once we've got this red gauge popping. Give it a bit of love. I guess the other caveat is you have to have a certain amount of gauge ready to go. Otherwise you're not going to be able to get that R button spirit slash finisher. Same deal as it's always been. I just noticed that we got that second break on the sponge too, so it's always a good feeling. I knew it was going to be tough in low rank with my gun, but we got it with relative ease here, owing to the fire longsword. Lovely. Happy with that. Alright, let's try to get some yellow gauge going. To matchy sponge. There we go. I've also got spirit slash 3. Here's another way to get a colour, nice and cheaply. Now that we've got it, let's go for this tail. Oosh, oosh. Get it. And his little... damn it. And his little friend. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really need to say about aerial lance. I mean aerial longsword. Oh yeah, there is actually. When it comes to fade slashes, if I'm just on the spot and I press X and A, and then I go to press R, nothing happens. Usually you can get a follow-up slash with that, which is really, really nice. It's not super necessary to your gameplay, but it's kind of cool to do. But you lose that. I think there's more than one style where you lose that. And there's some styles of longsword that loses the backward fade slash. You can only do a sideways one. Actually, can you do a sideways with this? Yeah, you can. So at least you've got the flexibility in that regard, but you just don't get that R button finisher. Damn it. Oh god, I'm a sucker for these rolls. Ooh, nice. The good old Leviathan coil and tail whip. It's a killer. Put a bit more love into this gauge. Oh, he's gonna get me again at the same thing? Nope. I said I was gonna work on the tail. How soon I forget, in the midst of doing commentary. Oosh. Get it. Get it. Fade slash. No R button follow up. I cry every time. There it is. Hey tail. Oh, it would have been so sweet if I got it. There's other stylish ways to do it. Like that. That'll do. Not 100% sure, don't quote me, but I think if you break the spongy frill, you've got a better chance of getting dash extracts in the rewards. So it's always worth your while to try to get that. Lovely. Yeah, I think aerial longsword demands a little bit of patience when it comes to the best time to actually do your strike. And again, I'm experimenting to see if A or XA in the air does anything different once you've got some colour onto your sword. Nope. I guess the only thing I haven't confirmed here is when the gauge is flashing, whether we get something. So we'll do that. Not too concerned about the carve, to be honest. Let's keep going. Get a bottle of green down our throat so as not to cut prematurely. And I ate for speed sharpen. I don't know if I got it. Yep, I did. Let's get this gauge flashing. Who are you rolling at? Seriously. Silly monster. Okay, A button, nothing. No surprise really. XA, yeah, nothing. That was just pressing X at last minute there to get something out of that jump. Alright, so what we want to be doing off the jump now is just our RR combo here. I'll try to show you how often you can get this slash if you want. I guess there's another thing I can experiment too, is the unsheath off the jump. Get a little bit more energy. A little bit more energy. Let's do an unsheath in the next area. Yeah, you can't combo it in unless I didn't have the energy. Whoop. Anyway, I think we've covered all bases pretty much. Hope you guys give aerial longsword a bit of a go. It is fun. It's no adept, I will admit that. But yeah, it's definitely fun. It's very satisfying getting very quick spirit slashes off from multiple jumps. Excellent. There we go. A dead Ludroth. Not too much trouble for me at this stage. We're going to go ahead and try out the hyper equivalent in the next video. And we'd better make sure to bring some pretty strong gear against that one. My name's RisingFunGaming. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, consider subscription to this channel. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.